everyone, happy October 1st. So I thought I'd start the month off with another story. So this one has a little bit of a backstory to it. I had three grandparents through my parents. So two from my dad, they were grandma and grandpa, and one from my mom. We called her grandmama. And so my grandma and grandpa I lost pretty young in life, but my grandmama was always around. So she was always kind of my little defender too to my mom. So I was a tantrum thrower. And so my mom would tell her, oh, she had the biggest tantrum, and then she'd go all into it. And then my grandmama would be listening to this and she'd be like, oh no, that's not my Kelly. You have it wrong. That can't be her. And so anyway, so she was just, always there, always, she always had my back. And so even though I didn't see her as much, she always seemed present. It would be through either birthday cards or my mom and her would talk on the phone a lot. And if she knew that my mom was going to call me next or see me, she would always pass on a hello. She always seemed to be in contact with me in some way, with even though I wasn't seeing her all the time. And so she did pass away a few years ago, but she did have the opportunity of watching me grow up into a responsible, mature adult. But you know, I tried. Anyway, so my mom, since they were so close, she wanted two things. She wanted her glasses and a lock of hair from my grandmama. And so once she got those things, she had a little setup in her room where she would put a couple pictures of her around there and everything. She had like a little table for it. And this was about 2 or 3 years ago. And I used to spend the night at my mom's a lot. And so she had a little cot for me because I lived kind of out of the area. And so one night we were just hanging out talking and we were watching scary movies. Yeah, my mom is the one who turned me into this. But so we were just hanging out, and there was a big lamp next to where my grandmama's setup was, and so it was one of those like tall ones where the light bulb and everything was way up high. And so we were talking, and then all of a sudden it just flickered, and we looked over, and we were trying to figure out, well, is the light bulb out? Is what's going on? And it seemed okay, and it was still kind of new, and so we just kind of both looked over, and I actually made eye contact with my grandmama through one of her pictures. And we just had this weird, strange sensation that she was there. At least I felt it. It felt like she was saying hi to me through my mom one last time. So make of it what you will. All I know is since that time, the light bulb hasn't gone out. She hasn't had to replace it. It's been just fine. It just flickered that once. So maybe it was her saying hello. Anyway, that is my second story. So I'll have more for you in a little bit.